Alright, what's going on, guys? Snowball here. And I got a little bit of a story today, something that happened to me about an hour ago. And yeah, I guess it'll be pretty entertaining. I almost died. But first I want to back it up with a little something that I learned. So if you guys don't know, I'm 20 years old. I live I live with a roommate. I don't live with my parents. I go to college. And yeah. But so I was taking a class called British Literature, and I absolutely hate English, guys. Like, it's just a terrible subject for me, and I most likely failed it this year. So I get a text message every time I do a commentary. I'm sorry, guys, but we'll just be looking forward to that every commentary. But so one thing I learned in this class, sorry I went blank there for a second, but one thing I learned in this class, and I'll never forget, and it's true too, is that people's attitude towards life has not changed at all, like, ever throughout life. So if we look back in like Beowulf times, which was a long ass time ago, you see people that if they committed adultery, if they slept with somebody before marriage, they could get their head chopped off. Like, they could just get decapitated or killed in some other way by king's orders, and there was nothing you can do about it. A girl had to marry a guy that she was appointed with by her parents, even if she didn't like the guy. If not, she didn't have a choice. She had to. If not, she would die, and parents would disown her or whatever. Look at this guy. But so life is not. It's not that bad now. Of course, it's not. But it's still pretty bad. People get pissed off over nothing. So the perfect example is what happened to me about an hour ago. And so, okay, where I live, you can drive about 15 minutes down the road, and there's a big old shopping center there. There's lots of stuff. And I was going to a place called Schlotsky's Deli, which has some pretty good burgers and sandwiches and stuff like that. It's like a lunch type of place if you didn't know about it. And so I'm going down the road, right? And before you get to the freeway, it's a 2-lane freeway. Before you get there, there's a traffic light and a bridge that you have to drive under, and a little underpass there. And the light's green, and we're going down the road. Speed limit's 45, and I'm just cruising along. And this dude comes up in this little car, and he is just hauling ass. Like, I swear, I kid you not, this guy is like tripling the speed limit. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. And he's cutting all through traffic and everything, and just hauling ass, and he's cutting people off. And I kind of take that offensively. You're gonna drive down the road and cut people off, like, just to get on a freeway before me? Like, fuck you, dude. Don't cut in front of me. And, like, I'm in this big-ass truck, and then you're in this, like, tiny little car, and that's just stupidity. You're gonna fucking kill yourself. I'm sorry. If you hit me, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. But, so I decided, like, okay, let's have fun with this guy and do a little something that we used to do in high school whenever we were teenagers. We would pull up next to, like, an 18-wheeler. Somebody that pissed us off, like in a little car or something like that. We would pull up in front of them and pull up next to an 18-wheeler who usually goes a lot slower than others. And we would drive right next to him at the same speed to where the car couldn't pass us. And it would just piss them off. And it's pretty funny. I still think so. And so I decided, all right, let's get back at this dude because he's being an asshole. And so I catch up to him, and given that he did slow down and everything, so I caught up to him by doing maybe 10 over the speed limit. So I'm doing 80 miles an hour. Speed limit's 70, And so I pass him up. As soon as I do, I cut him off, like, so bad, and I almost hit him, and it was on purpose. So, like, I'm not gonna hit him or anything. I just wanted to scare him. And so I cut him off and everything, and this dude's like, what the fuck? And I pull up next to a car, and he can't pass me and everything, and I'm just, like, going about 5 miles under the speed limit now, and he can't pass me, and I'm like, ha 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 ha, fuck you, And my exit's coming up, so I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get off. And so I pulled over to the right, and I'm going down the exit lane, and he picks up the speed, comes up next to me, rolls down his window, and I kid you not, I swear to God, I got about a 3-second look at it. He pulls out a gun and fucking points it to me. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit, what the fuck? And like, at this verse, I'm on the point of like shitting my pants, And I'm like, what the fuck? So about 2 seconds go through my head, and I'm thinking, oh shit, so if I exit here, he's just gonna follow me because the dude's already slowing down with me to like follow me, and he's gonna follow me, and like I'm gonna have to like kick his ass in the parking lot because I'm like, he's probably like not even gonna shoot me in public. There's a prison right down the street, so there's lots of cops around, and so that'd be dumb on his part. He'd just go to prison forever until he dies, But if I keep going, then I could actually outrun him and get away, and so like, this guy could not even keep up with me. So I cut over to the left, cut him off, drastically again. And I have never hauled so much ass in my life, guys, but he could not keep up with me. He tried, but he could not, and I was just praying to get pulled over, and I'm like, okay, officer, pull me over and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. I have a good reason this time, you know. But I just thought I'd share that story with you guys. I almost got shot. I almost died. It was pretty crazy. Looking back at it now, I just laugh at it, and that guy was a dumbass. And it just goes to show you that people never change. They get pissed off for the stupidest reasons. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I've been Snowball. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for listening to my story. And I will see you guys later. Peace!